indeed the residents will actually be bused to Parktown, to Park Station rather, and that is where they will then disembark from the buses and then move over and then march directly to the Joburg Mayor's offices. So as you have said, the residents are now ready to be heading out of Maponya Mall. I mean, as you've mentioned, the buses have filled up. You know, there are protesters that are in these buses. We are currently only seeing about 3, but there's lots more of these protesters, and you can see also the police vans now coming up as well. And we do know that there's an extremely heavy police presence out of Maponya this morning, heading out to Johannesburg. And so they'll be escorted by these vehicles, they'll be escorted by the police. Because when we had that conversation earlier, you'd remember, Xoli, with Sticks Malebo, he mentioned to us that indeed this is a protected march, that it was planned and that they had communicated with the police and the JMPD around what will happen. So now they will be moving out of Maponya Mall, going through to Johannesburg, where they will then hand over their memorandum. And I'd like to actually bring in a Pimville resident, Witumelo van Wyk. She says that she has not had electricity for 3 years now. Mama, thank you so much for Nakoya How this morning. We're saying 3 years ago when the electricity was cut off.
Okay, 3 years ago, 3 years ago, electricity on a box in Chile. Then I for one, it was in a COVID time. Box. So they sent me forms so that people can sign the forms of 6,052 rand. So the resident refuses that. Or 6,052 rand, they don't have a cash, but a flat rate. Then we sit down and talk to the resident and go back. Eskom will try to talk to Mchali, Daphne, Musala, and everybody was saying Eskom, Opete Eskom, La Etle Sprayed. So when we talk to them, we were emailing Daphne every day, day and night, in the evening. Problem, and we did whatever I batang, but you don't respond to us. But Daphne never bring back Eskom. But we take our councillor, our latest councillor in Eli Mama Mabaso. Mama Mabaso came with us and fight for us, and then at the end, Ubile Arumela, the auditors. When auditors come, they go back to Eskom and say, Pimville resident in Zone 3, Bakubile Eskom. We never, Eskom. We can't say we want Eskom. At the end of the day, it all looks at Iberico. But we did again go to Mr. Mchali and say we apologize to those Bakubile and Eskom because we are not there. And I was the one who's fighting for the electricity. So now we did a petition. And Tatem Chalo asked for us to remove a petition, remove a letter of apology, remove an affidavit, and then resign again the form. We did sign that. Even today, we don't have any response from Eskom. When we meet with him last week, he said, Likubile Eskom. Every time Likubile Eskom, while I apologize, Likubile Eskom, recover electricity, we are fighting for electricity. Panabarna Bakhonu Bana, Panabarna Bakhonu Utama Kostrate, come on, Aditi Toti, come on, Alibatubarin the cell phone in the evening, in the day, we tried the patrollers or debating, goes on to Pimville, but still, restore electricity. I've got 3 years full, the 20th of June. 2018 without electricity till today, and I'm proud to Kajeno, Bontantalagzi and other residents by Kajeno Kadi 21. We must walk to our mayor and talk our grievances or a problem starting internally to election. Yes, we need to pay electricity, we need to service our boxes, but to talk to us in a manner way. We're trying all our means to do everything for Eskom, but Eskom is failing us. And I think our the president no, people are not working on now. Since 2018, but we're trying by all means businesses from since day one, Kibula Crutch in 2008, paying electricity even today. When you go to Eskom or Butakadi reverence, we are really can't really bad. We carry Jotakadi reverences, but at the end of the day, I afford because of I've got business. Marmakena Nwaka has at all. Hana Lidi Jotakena Kamulomo, but at the end of the day, chance Alikanelina. We cannot. So Nerkopa Eskom, we must stand up for zone 3. Untila box Yama zone 3, I form a zone 2. While now I'm fighting or retore box. So today, we need Eskom to fix our boxes. Please, Raukopa Eskom, Ntatem Charlie, I think you know me. I was calling you each and every time, day and night, asking for a box. Ntatem Sana, oh Stephanie, you know very well, or the emails are not the ring. You can recall our emails. Stephanie, Unosa Robali, you even block us. So please help us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Maybe Tumelo Van Veek really just giving us details about, what they are calling for as they're about to head out here. I'd also like to bring in another community member here. He's from Zola. Baba,
Igama umbhekwa ngwakwangwenya ngihlala eZola North. I-reason yokuthi nami ngitholakale ngila, it is because since I think 2009 or 10 sine problem ye-box. I-box yethu ihlala ishunga. Si-reporte on several times. Nobody has been attending to that. Siye Eskom lapha ngase-Shoprite. Sifike si-submite, but still bayeza bangezi. And the next thing now, initiate ukuthi every day when the box trips, sikoleka ama 10 rand. Now this has been going on for almost like 6 to 7 years, if not 8 years. Now until when? Winter time it's even worse because it tripper like any moment. It light up for 2-3 hours, the next 10 hours. Agna electricity. Kunabantwana okufanele baye esikolweni. It's winter time. Abantwana bahamba bangagezanga. Abanye abantwana bahamba bangadlanga kwa i-breakfast. Uhlangana nomntwana ungcolile uya esikolweni, angeke ublame abazali baloyo mntwana loyo because of bazogeza ngani, they can't bathathe ibhavu ngamanzi abandayo. So we are asking ukuthi Eskom i-conscious yakhe, those people abahleli lapha phezulu bona abahlala kuboma sentini abanayo yonke into, mabakhumbule ukuthi babuyaphi. They come from Soweto and bashiye abobani. It's not that ngoba manje bona seba lapha phezulu they look down on us. So please namakhansela wethu siyawacela nawo ukuthi i-conscious yabo mayisebenze because of nabo ngokwabo they look down on us. So we cannot hold on to that.
So there you have it, Xoli. Really some of the concerns from the residents there. And as you can see, residents are now leaving Maponya Mall in the buses. They are being escorted by the police. And they are now leaving Maponya Mall in buses full of residents that are complaining really about the same thing. The issues being electricity. Of course, the biggest issue that they have here in Soweto is electricity. Just to let you know what some of the residents have said, they have spoken about how it's dangerous for them to be out and about, even in the evenings because it's so dark in the evenings. And one of those placards there around Ward 25 in Pimville. So the concerns, of course, fully remain that they want electricity. They are hoping that, as we heard now from the spokesperson, the mayor's spokesperson, that she has availed herself to actually take over this memorandum. And we are now counting about 5 or 6 buses fully here that are transporting Soweto residents through into Johannesburg. From Johannesburg, they then march. So they'll be in Park Station, if I'm not mistaken. From there, they march all the way through to the Johannesburg CBD, where we'll find Dr. Mpho Phalatse, the Joburg mayor, waiting for these residents to get the memorandum of demands